Welcome back, guys. Got my Ramadan hat on for everybody that's watching. Third day of Ramadan, and we're celebrating with the Razorbacks. All right, guys, quick question for you. In believe in legitimate, I'm talking little people or little whatever, green, big eyes, long faces. How many of you believe in this? Or are you like, you know what? The universe is so vast, so big. We're the only thing here. What are your thoughts? I really, really want to know. Let me know in the chat what the audio's like. I love understanding if the audio is good. Smash a like and subscribe button. I love that emoji there. That's nice. I appreciate that. But I want to talk a little bit about what Obama did. And I'm not so sure it's about the aliens. It's about the leak. That's what the real story is. Because the Democrat Party right now is running on empty. I think that's a song, Running on Empty. Was that the Eagles that sang that song? We're feeling extra salty tonight. Thank you very much. But let me know. And I will say, if there are aliens, the only good one was E.T. because he went home. And I want all the aliens in our country to go home. Oh, it was Jackson Brown. Okay, gotcha. Let's play this clip. I want to see what you're thinking here. Let's jump right in. Because does Obama believe in aliens? I mean, I don't know. I think his judgment in women is a little weird. I could see him. I don't know. Let's go.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Let me ask you this. Is the Democrat Party so far gone that they break out Obama? It's like break glass in case of emergency. Is that how far gone the Democrat Party is? This is insane. And it seems like anytime there's some level of weirdness or some level of success, or they need a distraction, they break out Obama. And they break out something like this. This happened in the Olympics, I guess. I think this is called the Uranus maneuver for all of you alien people. Let me ask you this. In the chat, do you believe in actual aliens? Will space aliens save the Democrat Party? I think closing the border, the illegal aliens are not going to save the Democrat Party anymore. He's headed to Uranus. I don't know what that maneuver is called. The old butthole maneuver, I think is what that's called. Yeah, that's the Olympics for you right there. Obviously, the guy in blue is a Democrat. He's probably appreciating it, right? The old butthole tickle. That seems like what that maneuver is. Let's do a poll in the chat here. An actual poll, because I want to know. I mean, there are a lot of people that are going to vote yes on this. Do you believe in space aliens? And have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen a UFO? Have you ever saw Bigfoot? I see Bigfoot every day. He's in my backyard. I got a big metal cutout for big. Somebody says it looks like a crappy move. That's a very crappy maneuver. Yeah, right. But I think Trump played along. Trump played along with part of this, and it's very interesting to see. Let me see if I can find this other clip. Because I think Trump is more concerned about Obama. Here, I'll just play this for you. Let's go. Let's go. It's just easier.
Couple questions here. Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in.
So he says they're real, but they're not being kept at Area 51. So we know that. Now listen to what Trump says.
No discrimination.
Something that got a lot of attention this week. Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, if the president can declassify anything that he wants to, so
Well,
if you
maybe
want
I'll
to
get
make
him
an
out of trouble.
announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
We know illegal aliens are real.
Yeah, illegal. Only illegals.
I think Trump is trolling Obama, but I think he's really throwing shade at Obama for leaking classified information. I don't know. I've never seen anything personally to call it an alien. But I tell you what's weird. Look at this. 49% of you believe in space aliens. Wow. I did not have that on my bingo card. I didn't have that one on my bingo card tonight. Deb, member for 7 months. Thank you very much for being along for the ride. Linda McLean became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Donna, new member. I always try to get at least 5 new members on the channel every live stream. Thank you very much. But this is pretty good to see that it's 50-50 right now in the chat for who believes in space aliens. We can't get 50-50 on illegal aliens. G-Dub, we can't be so arrogant to believe that we're the only ones God created. What God did in other galaxies on other planets is none of our business. I can kind of see that, G-Dub. I don't know. McSuts says because space is bigger than our human brains can comprehend. Last time I checked, space is bigger than what was that big chick? What was her name? I forget her name. I don't want to make fun of big people. I don't want to make fun of big people. But what are your thoughts on this? What are your actual thoughts in the chat? Do you think we've got them amongst us? Do we think we've got some like real people walking around that should not be here? Hold on. Daisy's getting after something. It better not be another skunk either. But I think some of the people walking around could absolutely be, Adam Schiff. What do you think about that guy? Adam Schiff. Ben, do you think we're the only ones? Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I can comprehend this. I don't know what to believe whenever it comes to. I don't believe Obama. I'll tell you that. If I had to pick, I'm going to go with I don't believe in Obama for 1,000, Alex. But look at the votes right now. 52% believe, the majority. If we go with the way that the Democrats go, aliens are real, 51%. Wow. Man, I don't know about this. I think it's fun to talk about. A lot of people believe a microphone exploded and killed Charlie Kirk. A lot of people believe in Bigfoot. Somebody said I was on my way to the song remains the same. I don't know who sang that song. I do. I'm not familiar with that, if that's a band. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'll tell you this, and this is something that I would really like to talk about. I believe this is another distraction. That's what I really think. I think this is a massive, massive distraction. I'm going to tell you this. I have changed my prerogative, my opinion, my stance on a lot of things. We have a majority in the chat that aliens are real. Let's do this one. Hieroglyphics. Who built the pyramids? Right? Who built the pyramids? Let's do this one. Who built the pyramids? We're talking stones like 20 tons. Let's go aliens or Israeli slaves. I think that's the Egyptians that used Israeli slaves. But I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing that I'm really, really concerned with, Nancy Guthrie or not, I've got something I got to talk about. Okay, this is real. I am done giving mercy to liberals. We can't be friends. We can't agree to disagree. If you're against Trump right now, kick rocks. If you're against ICE, kick rocks. If you didn't speak up for Laken Riley, kick rocks. If you spoke negatively about Charlie Kirk, you can kick rocks all the way off. If you're for gun control, kick rocks. I haven't used profanity, but the F word is what I was replacing with kick rocks. But with every bone in my body, I am emphatically telling you, stay away from me. There are 0 liberals welcome on this channel, in the comments, in the chat. None. That's my thoughts right now. Because the amount of hypocrisy that we have seen, the amount of dangerous crap that is going on right now from the left should scare the living hell out of you. Is there anybody who lives in Florida? If you live in Florida, you're about to be mad. And I said this was going to happen. I said this months ago, weeks ago, days ago. I've said it almost daily, that there was going to be a child hit at one of these school walkouts. And now it has happened. Teachers, you're disgusting if you're involved in this. West Palm Beach. Teachers who allowed this should be prosecuted. I think worse than prosecuted. I'm talking Judge Roy Bean from Fort Smith. These walkouts at these schools, if you're a parent and you see this,
a student participating in a walkout at Palm Beach Lakes High School was hit by a car along North Military Trail. That child was rushed to the hospital and is expected to be okay.
And as tensions flared up, separate protest sites across our area, cameras capturing 2 people here, a man and a woman, appears to be maybe a student, struggling with police as officers tried to control the growing crowds.
A student participating.
Somebody said the parents are at fault. I got to give 50% of the blame for the parents. The book Enoch tells you that there are giants and other things. Book of Enoch is a scam. I talked to a really good friend of mine about this today. I talked to a really well-versed good friend of mine. The book of Enoch, and this is his, and I'm doing some research on it as well. And this guy is scholar level education with the Bible. You know what? We'll come back to this. Book of Enoch's a distraction. And I'll tell you why. Very simple. How many of you believe that the book of Enoch is a book of the Bible? Do you believe that the book of Enoch should be in the Bible? Because I believe in God's will. And I believe if God wanted the book of Enoch in the Bible, it would be in the Bible. That's what I think. Prove me wrong. I don't believe it's the word of God. I'll tell you this, the book of Enoch was written in the 700s, the 800s. That's my theory. That's my theory. Prove me wrong. I am happy for you to try to prove me wrong. But my response will be, you can just write it down and read it after you type something stupid. If God wanted the book of Enoch in the Bible, it would be in the Bible. I give it as much weight as Dr. Seuss with the green eggs and ham. That's what I go with. Let's talk about this though. That was a little bit of a distraction. See how that works? Book of Enoch distracted us. That's the way they want it. Aliens, distraction. A lot of this stuff that's going on, distraction. Tucker Carlson said he got harassed at the airport in Israel, distraction. You starting to catch on now? Let me ask you this. Once you notice the distractions, you learn the game. Okay? You learn the game. I love it. I love it. Enoch was real. He was raptured. One of the three people that were raptured. There you go. But what do you think should happen to this school? Should the school be sued? If the child lives, should the child be taken away from the parents? Should the driver be held responsible? Whose fault was it? Whose fault is it that a child was hit by a vehicle? We could lay a lot of blame here. Real KRO, 20 memberships? Are you kidding me? You are the best, brother. You are absolutely amazing. If you want to join the channel as a member, there's a little scanner code up here. You can scan that. Join the channel as a member.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
Thank you so much. Little scanner code right there. Scan that. You become a member on the channel. It's easy. Very easy. Let's grab some of these other ones real quick. Post your gas prices where you're at. Gas price and location. I love to know where people are watching from. We got 2,000 people watching. We're streaming on various platforms. I want to know. I want to show you something that I did today, if you don't mind. And for some reason, I even got attacked for this. And I still can't calculate how I'm a bad human being for this. But someone found a way to associate me with being a bad person. Okay? And I don't know how it happens. I literally am at a loss for what I can do now. This is the Discord chat here, Discord chat server, where if you join the channel as a member, you get access. I sent out 9 large print Bibles today to basically like the 4 corners of the United States. Some of the Bibles were King James Version. Some were the NIV version. And it was so amazing that people actually criticized me on what version I sent. Did you send the Somalian version? Did you send the Ethiopian version? And I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, wow, you are literally trying to, I don't know what I can do to get it right now. It's so amazing. It's not cheap to mail these. And I mailed them media mail. Still not cheap. Still not cheap. But a lot of people did help me save some money by telling me, Randy, Patriot Bruno, one's on your way to you, brother. One's going to Sandra Lowry up there in Indiana. She called the other day. We've got some things that we've got to accomplish. We've got to come together. Voter ID, citizenship, Save America. As long as we keep tearing each other apart. The King James Version, no, it's not. Get over here. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there. Okay, I'm not even going there.
Who likes voter ID? Yeah! Who likes proof of citizenship? Yeah! And who likes no mail-in ballots, except for military, illness, disability, or like you're on vacation?
Absolutely. Agreed.
Absolutely. No mail-ins you get thrown into the river, right? No. We're gonna clean it up. Who likes?
This was in Georgia. Trump is back where he's best. He is back out on the stump. When Trump is on the stump, Democrats are running scared. Love this family. Praying for everyone. Thank you, William. Grimrath, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. Real life problem. Trump wants veterans with PTSD to lose benefits. If medication helps ailments, do they really want us off our meds? Saudi Badger, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. You are completely wrong. But thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you. You're wrong. Smoking guns. Aliens must be real. How else do you explain Elon Musk working so hard to get back home to Mars? That's funny. I like that. I like what you did there. They need to leave the kids alone. Let them be kids screwing up their life. Yeah. There's some kid that could very well have lost his life by getting hit by a car. Real KRO updated his membership or upgraded his membership. Sin. One of those Bibles went to you, Sin. One of those went to Sin. I don't know which one in the stack, but Sin, you've got one coming. Okay. Or whatever address that you gave me. I don't know if that's a son, that's a veteran, but one of those went to you. Or has your name on it anyway. Tell them, I think it was in this stack right here. I think it was in that stack. But thank you, Sin. Watch Age of Disclosure. All the recent presidents are in it. It's a documentary. It's real. Aliens are real. Who made the movie? John Cantrell. Who made the movie? Who made it? I don't know. Guild 12 string. Email me about the vet guitars. Bobby or Tommy, I sure will. Thank you, brother. 596 likes, yet 1.7K. Do better. Smash a like button. It helps it grow. I sent out 9 Bibles today. Thank you very much. The Somali version, you have a hard time leering. The leering version of the Somali Bible is a challenge to read. It's a challenge. It stinks too. It's got a lot of rice and bananas smeared on the pages. So there you go. That's one of them for you. But join the channel as a member. You get access to this Discord server. I'll put the link so all the new members can get in there. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep moving. Stick and move. Trump's and Georgie's back on the stump, right? Apparently, Tucker Carlson was in Israel and came out and said he was detained. Now, I think we're starting to understand Tucker Carlson. And Tucker Carlson is one of about 5 large voices that are starting to reveal who they really are. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. You've got Tucker, you've got Megyn, you've got you've got a handful of people right now that are just anti-American. Sean Ryan, American journalist Tucker Carlson was detained in Israel. The Hebrew country's authorities confiscated his passport, took his executive producer to an interrogation room. Let me show you what really happened to Tucker. This is my buddy Sean Farish. Tucker stopped for a selfie while being detained. What a clown he turned out to be. Is this what happens when you get detained? Look at that. He handed the phone. Hey, I'm being detained. Let's take a selfie. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Who built the pyramids? Aliens or Israeli slaves? 50-50. We can't even come to agreement on that. Let's try this one. Did Tucker Carlson lie? How about that? I just showed you video proof. I guarantee you some people will vote that yes, he told the truth, or no, he told the truth. After all I've said, Ben, I am praying for you. You need the Lord bad. It's like you got the little big man syndrome. David Donlin, thank you very much for the insult. I really appreciate it. I love being insulted. Here's the thing, David, and I'll just be very honest with you, David. Where is the comment? Let me find it. David Donlin. Let me see. David, here we go. David Donlin. Here's the comment for you, David. He says, after all I've said, Ben, I'm praying for you. You need the Lord bad. It's like you got the little big man syndrome. David, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Never worry about the opinions of people that you don't know. Okay? So thank you, David. But David, you did show yourself. Thank you for the comment. I think your time here may have ran out. I think your time here may be over. I see a lot of people. Yeah, I see it. David, I hope you have a nice trip down the water slide. Thank you. Thank you, David. Never worry yourself on the opinions of people that you don't know. There are about, I'm going to say 5 people that I really care about the opinion of. 2 of them are really close family. The other 2, yeah, hold on. Daisy got the bone. Daisy got the bone. That's the way it is. That's the way it is in this household. Let's go here. 90% of you think Tucker Carlson lied. Okay. Here's somebody else that really triggers a lot of people. Jesus is one of the people that I care about the opinion. He just never he does give me feedback. Dan Bongino. I'm elated that my interview with director Kash Patel pissed off all of the right people. I thoroughly enjoy watching you all rage out and claw at your own faces. Ugh. Along with your daily burning sessions of me in effigy as I destroy your BS narratives. I love this. I know Schadenfreude is probably wrong, but I gently hope that all of my shows moving forward cause you the same anguish and intestinal distress. Oh, boy. Respectfully, Dan Bongino. One of the comments here, I love this. Dan Bongino derangement syndrome is a real mental illness. These people hang on every word just to find out something to be mad about. Find something to be mad about. I call them outrage addicts because that's what it is. Another comment, Salty Goat. If you're pissing off the mainstream media, you're on target. That's why they kicked him off. Diarrhea for everyone. You got to love this, guys. You got to love it. And that's where I'm at right now, too. I don't think that that Dan really flushes people. Are there any other channels that have a mechanical toilet on their desk? Are there any other channels that has a toilet here on their desk? I try to keep the bowl clean, but there's a lot of turds that go right down to the bottom. Dan Bongino. Love it. Dan Bongino syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome. There's probably Ben Dyke syndrome. It's pretty good. It's going around. It is going around. And man, I think that if you're not upsetting someone, this is the flushing channel. Yes. We'll break out the world's loudest toilet for any real trolls, for any really good ones. If you do notice any trolls in the chat, make sure you post their names, call them out. We will ridicule them. We will not play any games with trolls anymore. I'm telling you, I am done playing the games with morons, because if you play with morons, they will drag you to their level and beat you with years of experience. Years of experience. Let's go here. I want to talk about this for a second. This is an interview from 2015. Trolls, grab your diapers. You're about to be upset with this clip. Trolls, get the diapers. Roll it.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
what do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it.
Whoa. Trump trolling Prince Andrew. Let me see if I've got this other clip. I do love this. I so love this. Now, on the after Prince Andrew was arrested on his birthday, he gets arrested. He's the king's brother, right? He gets arrested on his birthday. England says, this is Keir Starmer, whatever. He blocks the United States from using British air bases for strikes on Iran. Here's the thing, Keir. We have American air bases in England. RAF Lakenheath, RAF Mildenhall. So you're not stopping anything. Those are American bases. And we're the only reason you still speak your little bit of gibberish that you call English. Okay. We're the only reason you're not speaking German, moron. He's a puppet for the World Economic Forum. I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000%. Prove me wrong. Speaking of triggering the trolls, empty the diapers, girls. Empty the diapers. Here we go.
So you saw yesterday also with the Epstein release, Prince Andrew was arrested, woke up this morning, had to redo the beginning of the show. Ironically, the beginning of the show today was going to be this Europe, EU trend towards censorship with the Macron thing. I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a minute. One of the most ridiculous public statements I've ever seen from an official out of Macron in France. We had to move that around. So it's interesting that he was arrested last night. And from what we're getting from the early Prince Andrew, of course, and what we're getting from the early reporting is that he was actually arrested at a location and not allowed to kind of turn himself in. So I'm wondering if there's something new they found in the releases that under their law constitutes a crime, because the charge here is misconduct in office. So that we're going to find out as the process evolves. And as the process evolves through their system, their judicial system, now we'll have people under oath talking about what really happened. So it's interesting how it went down. Because typically with someone like that, you would be negotiating with a lawyer in advance and they would turn themselves in. That's not what happened. I want to caution you on one thing, though, here. And by the way, a lot of this information was already out there with regards to Prince Andrew. A lot of it was already out there. So again, I'm wondering if under their laws, so obviously we live in the United States, we're not subject to UK laws. If they found something in there, and what was the urgency to do it then, last night, in the way they did it? We'll be covering this over the course of the coming days.
Why did they do it like that? Why did they do that? It's very interesting the way that this whole thing rolled out. Right? I think it's very, very interesting how all of this was played out, how the game was moved. I don't know what you want to call it. The goalpost. Do you think Andrew is going to be squealing like a pig? Huh? So we've had 3 arrests because of this whole island thing. All 3 arrests happened under this president, the Trumpinator. Ghislaine, Jeff, and Prince Andrew. No arrest under Biden, none under Obama, none under the Bush, none under Clinton, none. None. But Trump's not doing anything, right? That's where we're going. Some people will be like, oh yeah, this is all just a token arrest. I don't know about that. I'll tell you who else is being deposed right now. Listen to what he says. This is Lex Werner.
I think it was his experience at an industrial level, like working for a big company like Bear Stearns. And then he had done personal work for the Rothschild family in France.
Uh-oh.
Personal wealth management, essentially?
I don't know.
We've seen some reports that he would present himself as a bounty hunter, that he would find people's missing money. Do you recall him saying anything like that?
No. Well, specifically, I talked to Ellie de Rothschild, and so I mentioned that earlier. So he represented their whole family. So there have been a whole bunch of people. I mean, most of them I never would have met, but I knew Ellie.
I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but he said a name that you're not allowed to say. He said a name that you're not allowed to talk about. And it's right here. Rothschild, Swiss private bank, Rothschild family. They'll probably cut off this live stream just by us talking about it. The Rothschild, do you know how they really got a lot of their money? Rebuilding all of the cities after World War II. They got rebuilding Germany, rebuilding England, rebuilding France, I think they helped rebuild Tokyo or Nagasaki, Japan. Sorry. I forgot the damn country that we dropped a warhead on or a massive explosion on. But I believe that's what's going to happen. Certain people now will never acknowledge, don't celebrate ex-prince in handcuffs. He likes it. Well, you're probably right there, G-Dub. Thank you. Royal Rich, thank you very much. $50 super chat. God bless you. Okay. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Robert Duvall, you made some good movies and you'll definitely be missed. Absolutely. Salty Badger still raging about the VA stuff. Feel free. Feel free. But I appreciate the super chats. What I know and what I've been told, the way that this stuff works with the VA ratings is different than what the media is going to spin. Because if you see it online, if the media spins it a certain way, it's only going to go after the administration. That is the way the game is played, guys. It's the way the game is played. You have to paint everything as Trump bad. Trump bad, Democrats good. You have to paint everything like that. Okay? That's the way that the entire game is played. You want to see something nice to look at? A scared Prince Andrew. Look how one of his eyes is red. Is that just the light, or is that the demon really showing itself? Is that the demon showing itself? Rothschild, 4,000 years of wealth. Wow, that's a long time. That's Nancy Pelosi's been in Congress or Senate that long. This is a win. You do not get to arrest royal family members without something big. Somebody in the chat, let me know where Bill Clinton is right now. Where's old Bill at? Is this guy going to sing on him? I think he does. I think he sings like a pigeon on this guy. Trump orders FEMA to suspend operations in the Dems DHS shutdown. DHS is shut down. FEMA is going to be shut. I don't want them to ever bring back FEMA. Never. I would like to see FEMA shut down forever. There are people in New Orleans that are still not gotten money from Katrina. Do you think they should restart FEMA? Should FEMA be shut down forever? Yes or no? FEMA under Biden didn't do anything for North Carolina. They didn't do anything for Hawaii. They didn't do anything for anyone. Not that I know of. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm okay with FEMA never being reinstated. Where is Bill Clinton at right now? That's a great question. Nothing for Tennessee. You're absolutely right. Nothing for, where was the train crash that dumped all the chemicals into the water? Was it Iowa? Hurricanes, Florida? Here's one that the Democrat Party won't talk about. Nobody will talk about no hurricanes hitting. Oh, it's Ohio. Sorry. Thank you very much. I forgot they didn't do anything for Lahaina. Oh, that's Hawaii. Yeah. FEMA is useless. It is bureaucracy personified. That's my thoughts. I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at. I haven't seen anything good. It was Ohio. Okay. Appreciate that. I'm okay with all of that being shut down. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. You don't come here for news because I'm not a journalist. I can tie my own shoes, know who my parents are. Right? Oh, Lizzo. Yeah. It's Lizzo. That's who I was trying to think of. The big chick. The big chick. Right? Yeah. The biggin. Real biggin. Here's one for you. You want to get upset about something? For everybody that's looking to get angry? For the people that need outrage, like you need it. You're like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, man, what can I be pissed off about today? Oh, let me get a cup of coffee. Here's one for you. Judge blocks Dems' unconstitutional power grab for now. The Democrats in Virginia are trying to do this gerrymandering, redistricting. I forget the name of the governor there. I forget her damn name. Isn't Lizzo on GLP-1? I don't know if it comes in 5-gallon buckets. Lizzo found Ozempic, 5-gallon buckets. Okay. I can't believe a judge stepped in and helped conservatives on this one. I can't get my head around this one. This is a weird one. Right? Let me do this. Do you think there will be riots in LA soon? I'm going to try to get somebody to come on the show here, because if you watch the video on my other channel, I'm kicking back up the fence sitter. I've got some stuff slowing down, so I've got some stuff that I'm going to be able to work on here. After talking with this police officer, I'm being told that we're about to see some real problems in LA. Let me ask this guy if he's available. Friend of mine, Los Angeles Police Department. He is telling me, and I'm only telling you what I am allowed to tell you. He says things are about to get really sporty in Los Angeles. And he used a different word. Things are about to get really sporty out here. This will spread all over the United States. Hope all is well with you. So things are about to kick off in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is, we saw the way it was during the summer with everything else that was happening, right? Let me show you this. This is happening right. This happened 3 days ago in Los Angeles. Are you seeing the police here? So he says, I'll say the dominoes are starting to fall. They are prepping us for unprecedented actions, talking about A and B shifts, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. That's what he's telling me right now for Los Angeles. Let me see something else I can read. I can't give up the tactics, but I can explain a lot. He says, I believe some of the politicians are being given up to save their own butts. People are singing like canaries out here. Newsom is definitely on the hot seat. He says the chief of the police department is putting out a special order for new and improved tactics to be used. I can't read that part. I got to skip that part. Okay. But would you all like to know about this? We're about to see things get Western there. You see it here, but I think it's going to get worse. If you live out there, G-Dub, you probably know the vibe that's going on there. Police have been turned into villains. Criminals have become heroes. That is the way that that's the way the Democrat playbook works, guys. It's called rules for radicals. Let me see if I can find some more stuff that this guy sent me here. Here you go. We're going to get back to this. We're going to get back to this one. Right? Let's go here. This is kicking off. They're throwing giant rock. This was during the summer, but it's about to get back there. And I firmly believe what we're going to see is going to make St. Paul, Minnesota, or whatever the page or the city was in Minneapolis. Or it was Minneapolis. Sorry, there we go. It's going to make that look like a daycare center. There it is, the Time the Democrat playbook and the money behind it. It's not authentic. It's not authentic. New member on the channel. Cosset Roberson. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're about to see it get back to this. Because that's what the Democrats need. They need chaos. They're basically running on two pieces of energy. On a submarine, we ran on a piece of rock. It was called a reactor. It's a giant ball of uranium. It's actually not that big, really. It's really not that big. It's a hot rock, heats up the water. The uranium kicks off neutrons. The neutrons excite the molecules in the water. That heats it up. You pressurize it. It heats up much more so that it doesn't boil. More pressure on it allows the boiling temperature to go up. It gets super hot. Then you run other water through pipes through that container, flashes it to steam. Once you have steam, you can move the steam to turn a turbine. When you can turn a turbine, you put magnets and copper. There's your electricity. The steam turns the turbine. It goes back through a condenser. It gets flashed back to cold water, and then it's a vicious cycle. That's how a reactor works. There's your little history lesson on nuclear reactors.
How dare you?
How dare you? I give you a history lesson on nuclear reactors. There's a little science for you tonight. Okay? Now, what we're about to see is a lot of hot rocks hitting Los Angeles. And those hot rocks are going to give off a lot of chaos, and they're going to excite a lot of stuff. I tried calling Travis Juror. Apparently he's home. He can't use the internet or anything, and he apparently was some kind of he wasn't a rescue swimmer, I guess. I guess he wasn't a rescue swimmer. He was like a dentist. So we're about to see it kick off in Los Angeles. We're about to see it kick off in Chicago. Chicago is about to go broke.
Is my face straight? Okay. All right. Keep a straight face here. The Bears belong in the city of Chicago. The Chicago Bears belong in the city of Chicago, right? And I've said repeatedly that the door is always open for conversations, Kevin Warren did call me yesterday. We didn't get a chance to connect, and I still firmly believe that their best position is in Chicago, and it's evidence. The evidence is clearly speaking for itself. Is my face straight? Okay. All right. Keep it.
Chicago Bears are leaving Chicago. They're moving somewhere in Indiana, right? That's what I heard. They're moving somewhere in Indiana. The city of Chicago is cooked. The Cubs will leave next. The White Sox will get out of town. Why wouldn't they? It's unsafe. Soldier Field, Wrigley Field is in a horrible part of town. You're either going to get mugged or you're going to get attacked by the dudes that like attacking other dudes. Boys Town is not a nice area. Thank you, Professor Redneck, for the physics. There you go, Nikki Nunley. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Do you think the Bears should leave Chicago? I don't watch the NFL, so I don't care if they go to hell. I think most professional sports leagues are nothing more than an arm of indoctrination. Let me do this. Do you care if the Bears leave Chicago? I can't afford a ticket to go watch these I can't afford a ticket to go watch these people. I can't. I don't know how many people in the chat can afford tickets to go watch these things. The NFL, just like all of these other professional sports leagues are nothing more than, I think there's there to indoctrinate you, to make things. You saw the Bad Bunny crap. I don't watch that crap either. How many of you are going to be upset if the Bears leave? I don't think I am. I don't think it will bother me one bit. Not one bit. Let's talk about this. I don't know if I want to play that Massey clip. Let's see here. We got that one. Oh, here's one for you. According to new reports in the files, they reveal that Jeffrey was offered a chance to buy U.S. government buildings, including the Pentagon and FBI buildings in 2016. You heard that. You want to see more full panic mode? Here you go.
The list because we were at a party or a wedding or something that somebody might have been. That's what I found out anyway.
Yeah, no,
I was at Trump's wedding to Marla.
Right.
Maybe Epstein was there too. Who knows?
I don't know.
So that means that I'm not guilty, obviously, but these other ones, how are you going to decide who's really guilty and who's
Well,
not?
I think
very
it's
tricky.
I think it, no, I think it's I think it's very clear because if you look, you know why my name is there. Because someone was looking for a plane, and that's what people do. They go to all the people who have private planes and say, do you have one?
And you didn't get on.
Are they normalizing this now because they're on it? Because they went there?
The plane.
I didn't get on the plane. I didn't know they were looking for a plane.
Yeah.
I had no idea that the plane that I was supposed to be on was no longer available. So I'm named in there like Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane.
There are a lot of people that are
Marilyn Monroe was on the list.
Yes.
There were plenty of people that were there are plenty of
Elvis
people
also.
named in the list that may have not done anything
Tina says how quickly the shoe is on the other foot.
wrong.
Yeah.
But I think that there are a lot of people that are on that list that are guilty
Yes,
of
indeed.
wrongdoing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I have no confidence, unfortunately. It gives me no pleasure to say
Well,
this. but I don't have any
let me
confidence
say
that
it like
Justice
this.
Department's
I
gonna do
think
anything.
that
Why'd you
they
get
are going
reject?
to hold on, Joy. I think they are going to. They're going to do it like how you eat around an apple till you get to the core.
Yes.
I think that's how they're going to do it. They're
This
going to
Justice
eat all this
Department, I
stuff
don't have
all
confidence.
around.
Do you think this is funny now that they're actually on the Whoopi and what's her face are on the list, and now they're like, well, being on the list doesn't mean anything. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Oh, for all the haters, Dan Bongino just posted he's passed 10 million views in just since the relaunch of his show. That's pretty awesome. You want to see another clown wreck? Here's a clown wreck for you. Megyn Kelly, Carrie Brajean, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson. They all just basically repeat each other's talking points. They get paid to do this.
Like I said, I would rather die. I would rather die than worship Israel.
And it was all really about the Israel thing. And I'd rather die than bend the knee to these people. I'd rather die.
Reject that. And it feels so free, you guys. I honestly feel so free. I'm no longer in chains.
What's important to me is I live free. And that, frankly, is what it means to be an American.
It's really interesting to see these people just mock everything over and over. They're fake. They're completely fake. Here's a Pennsylvania principal. This guy's a hero. Tell me how much of a hero you think he is.
We'll go back to class and we're good. If you stay out here, we will get your names. You will be suspended. Okay? That is your option at this point. Because you are operating outside the bounds of what was granted. That event was canceled. You left school without permission. Your rights do not supersede the school. So if you understand that, that is your option. If you wish to return, Dr. Damiani will let you in that door over there. If not, I will be getting your names. You will be suspended. Okay? Those are your options.
What are we doing?
All right? Your rights do not exceed that of the school. We'll go back to class and we're good. If you stay out here.
I love this. This principal will probably be fired. He will probably be fired. His name's Principal Daniel Weber. Stormed outside during an anti-ICE walkout, laid down the law. You protest on school time, you're suspended. Fire the damn teachers. Quit playing games. Pink Floyd. Leave the kids alone. You just saw a kid get hit in Florida by a car. This is pitiful. This is absolutely disgusting. And well, until we start firing these teachers, superintendents, it will continue. It will continue until we fire them, until we remove them. It will continue. I don't know how it ends other than you have to cut the heads off of the snakes. Here's another snake for you. He's a grandstanding clown.
Thomas Massey did an interview with Politico.
When was the last time you talked to Speaker Johnson about the Epstein matter at all? One day they needed my vote, and I offered to give them my vote if he would issue a press release thanking me for my good work on the Epstein Files Transparency Act. That's all I required to get my vote. And I think he probably went and gave somebody else a bill to pass instead of doing the public statement.
He's openly just saying, give me public praise and I'll give you the vote that you want. What the actual F, Thomas Massey?
Yeah, Thomas Massey. I mean, this guy, as if you needed any more.
Is Thomas Massey for real? I just can't get my head around Thomas Massey. Actually, the part that I can't get my head around is the people that support Thomas Massey. That's the one that I can't get. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see here. Will you vote for Thomas Massey? Because I believe he's going to run for president. I believe he's going to run for president. How many of you think he's going to run for office? Massey's a joke. Massey, did the kids go back inside or did they stay out? I don't know. I hope all the kids stayed out there and they suspended all of them. That's just my opinion. I would be okay with that too. Why not? Kick them out of school. I've never seen, there's only been a couple of 100% polls on this channel. And I don't know how many Massey fans we've got here, but I'm sure we've got a few, right? We've got to have a few Massey folks. Let's see here. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do these. Let's go right here. Fine. I see where we're going tonight. This is going to be good. I think I've incited enough of a mob. Grimrass says chat's on fire. Thank you very much. JD and Marco. I would vote for a JD Vance and Marco right now. If Trump were not in office, if the primary for the Republicans was held for the 2028 election right now, I would vote for Massey and Marco right now. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call, turn down the audio, and we'll talk. Give a big shout out to my sponsor right up here, Chapter Healthcare, Medicare. They're going to help you find the right plan. There's a lot of illegals that have come off the books. There's more money there for you. Somebody's Tulsi and Marco. Somebody in the chat doesn't like JD Vance. That's okay. That's your prerogative. I'm okay with you not supporting JD Vance. But you're right. I don't care who you vote for. I just want you to go vote. I'm going to put a new link in the chat for the Discord server. Bobby, Tennessee. What you got, Bobby?
Hey, I got some good news for you.
What you got?
127, all 127 of those kids that walked out of school that I saw the other day, every damn one of them got suspended indefinitely.
Are you serious, Bobby? That is
I am
amazing.
dead serious.
That is amazing news. because
We
now
see-
the parents have to feed them. They're off the books, right?
Yep, absolutely. That you know how sad I was this morning? That made my day.
Wow.
Accountability. I think what happened was the principal and teachers put that together, but it was not approved by the school board in Tullahoma. And the parents they went ballistic on them. I'm talking about, I'm surprised they weren't marching down the main street to get to the building.
I love it. Bobby, thank you for calling, man. That's a positive update. I love it. Actions have consequences. Stupidity has consequences. Thank you, Bobby. God bless you, Bobby. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's go right here. There we go. That looks like a Missouri phone number. Talk to me.
Hey, Ben, did you see that Tucker Carlson really didn't get arrested?
We
like
talked
you
about
said?
it 10 minutes ago.
You did? Oh, I missed it. I'm
Appreciate
sorry.
you calling. Talked about it 10 minutes ago. God bless you. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Turn down the audio in the background. And let me show you how much let's go here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2? Nope, not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. You'll figure out why you were hung up on. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. You'll figure out why you were hung up on. It says it right after the numbers there, bottom of the screen. But I'm mean. Mean Gene Okerlund. Lines are open. Give me a call. Feel free. Love to talk to you. Thank you for all the people that reached out to Don Lau about a new flag. Lines are open. Grimwrath, what you got, brother?
Well, I got a little issue with old Grisham down here in New Mexico.
New Mexico. Okay, what you got?
Oh, man, our governor is trying to push through before midterms. She's trying to close all our federal prisons to keep ICE out. She's right now trying to get a bill passed in the House, in the Roundhouse in New Mexico, to limit our guns to where we can't carry them in the state anymore, even with permits. She is literally, and she's the same dumb broad that sat there giving out driver's licenses like candy for the last 3 or 4 years.
To illegals?
Yep.
I'll be damned. Well, you know what who was it? What comedian was it that said you can't fix stupid? I forget which one that was.
Man, I'll tell you what, I think she's up for her last year, but now there's a new one, and she's just as stupid a broad as Grisham is, and her name's Amy. Shit.
It doesn't matter.
Amy, anyway, you know, she's running for office now, and we can't allow her in.
Appreciate the heads up, brother. God bless
Thanks,
you.
man.
God bless you, Grimwrath. He's out in Arizona, for those of you that didn't pick up. Is there anybody that is a Chad Bianco fan? Chad Bianco, I think he's running for governor, not in Nevada, California. California is who he's running, where he's running. Check out this. Bianco, we got any Bianco fans? This is a good campaign commercial for Bianco.
Whether they came across illegally into the country, legally or not, is irrelevant because we allowed it to happen. So now we just have to fix it. Secure our borders, don't let it happen again, and now we have to give a path to citizenship to the ones that are here. We have to create a way for them to become U.S. citizens. And
did you hear that? Start that again.
Country, legally or not, is irrelevant because we allowed it to happen. So now we just have to fix it. Secure our borders, don't let it happen again, and now we have to give a path to citizenship to the ones that are here. We have to create a way for them to become U.S. citizens and productive, make their families great. If they truly did come here to make their lives and their families' lives better, we have to get to a position where we allow that to happen. As the governor of California, we will fight for path to citizenship, and I will use my influence as the greatest state and the biggest state in the country on the president and on Congress.
Is that a good idea? We got any California people in here? We got any California people? I want to know how many of you, if you had to vote right now, governor, let's do this. Governor of California. Let's go. There you go. Who are you voting for? Governor of California, you voting for BLM Bianco or Steve Hilton? Do you think that the people that came here illegally deserve a path to citizenship? That should incite the mob. Do they deserve a path to citizenship? Let's go here. Line 2. What do you got? Nope. You'll figure out why. You'll figure out why you're hung up on. You'll figure it out. I know you will. You're the smartest people in the chat. You will figure it out.
Hello, please leave a message.
All right. G-Dub, call back. I was trying to get through to you. I saw I'd hung up on you from the other person that didn't know why they were hung up on. They couldn't figure it out, could they? But that's okay. We will help them out. Let's go here. There we go. We'll just call him. We'll call him.
Hey. Oh my God. See, it is definitely no, Steve Hilton. I love it when I'm right, and I'm right months ago.
You don't like BLM Bianco? You're black.
No. It does not matter. You don't take a knee for Black Lives Matter. Come on, man. And I told you he was fake.
But BLM made your life better.
Oh yes, I'm enjoying all the mansions that they're living in. I'm enjoying all the money that they grifted. You know, I mean, I don't see any of it, but yes. Oh, my life is so much better, and I'm blacker too. When I look in the mirror, I'm darker.
Me too. I am now white adjacent.
Hey, you are black adjacent. You so black. You have to smile when the lights go out in order for us to see you.
You know, if I got any blacker, I would probably sell my truck and buy a Cadillac.
Well, I would say something about a black hole, but you know, we're trying to keep things clean around here.
G-Dub, Chad Bianco, this is an honest, no joking question. For him to say that the people that came here deserve a pathway to citizenship, what do you think? I'm going to use this term because you're speaking for all black Americans. What do your people think?
Oh my God. So now I'm speaking for all my people.
What do your people think? What do your people think?
Wait. You heard what Grandma said about keep your mouth up off of Trump. Okay, so you know what Grandmama say, right? And what I'm saying is that's what I love. When somebody tells you the truth and they're not worried about the backlash, that's the person that you can trust. And I know a lot of people think that Steve Hilton, you know, because he was born in another country and all this kind of stuff, you know, he's British, whatever, and all that. But he doesn't shrink. He's not worried about being canceled. You get what I'm saying? Now, he's not Trump. He's Trump-like. But I mean, come on, this is California. This is the best we're going to get, right? Mm-hmm. But my point is, he's not worried about being canceled. He says it, and he doesn't apologize for it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why at this point, Bianco, I'm sorry, you know, my Latino brothers and sisters, I'm with you. Y'all my partners in crime, but we can't deal with him. We got to all get behind Steve Hilton.
Bianco, bend the knee. Bianco is gone, finished. I am done with him. G-Dub, one last thing. Okay. Now, I know you probably had to take the day off a couple of days ago because you couldn't make it through the day because basically a leader in American history passed away. And that would have been the race pimp, Jesse Jackson. How sad were you that the race pimp passed away.
You know what? I'm sad for his family. I'm sad for his soul. Amen. We got that out the way. But let me tell you what it did highlight. Have you noticed?
I've got a
how
picture of
many
Jesse
times-
Jackson up here.
There you go. How many times it has been brought up that Trump is not only not racist, he only became racist when all of a sudden he decided to run as a Republican, but that he actually put money towards his campaign. And people go, oh, that's just because he was in New
Rainbow
York, he was trying to
Coalition.
get favored.
Rainbow
Exactly.
Coalition.
But hang on a second. The NAACP gave Trump an award at the very same time they gave Rosa Parks, who is, come on now, Rosa Parks, and Muhammad Ali at the same time on the same stage. The NAACP gave Trump an award because of what he was doing for housing and opportunities for Black people. So if that man was not a racist back there in the 80s, how the hell did all of a sudden, he fell off a horse, bumped his head, and magically became racist because he decided to be a Republican? These people are so full of crap. It's not even funny. The sewage system is backed up.
Well, I got a picture of Reverend Jesse Jackson up here on the screen. I don't want to say anything bad about somebody that's dead, so I'll just say I won't say anything else about Reverend
You
Jesse.
got my blood pressure up. I got to go take some of my medicine. You know, us Black people got the diabeticals and the sugars and all that. Come on, man. You trying to kill me?
Too
I
much
think you in
barbecue.
cahoots with my ex-wife trying to get some insurance money.
Too much barbecue tonight. You take care, brother. Hey, you like
All right,
my
take care,
Ram?
man.
I'm
Love you.
wearing my Hogs hat for the Ramadan. That's why I got my Razorback
Oh,
hat
okay.
on.
You celebrating that? Okay. You don't get your rugs. You don't want to get your knees dirty like Bianco, right?
If I had music go off like that at 5 a.m. here, I'd get shot. You take care, brother. God bless you.
All right. Take care. Bye.
There we go. Had a nice little photo up there for everyone to honor the late, great Jesse Jackson. Rest in peace, Reverend. Okay. Rest in peace to the Reverend. There we go. A lot of you are upset by him, but there you go. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Feel free to call in. You are welcome to insult me. What do you think of Casey Push running against Vivek? I like Vivek. I don't live in Ohio, but I would vote for Vivek. Okay, that's just me. That's just my opinion. He did a lot to help Trump get reelected. So that's my opinion. Let's go here. Line 5. Go ahead, line 5. Line 5. Hello, Dave.
No, this ain't Dave. This is Sandra.
Well, you're talking. Let's go, Sandra.
Okay. I wanted to say that was Al Sharpton.
What?
You had a picture of up there was Al Sharpton, not Jesse Jackson.
Are they different?
They're two different people. Yes, they are.
What is different about them?
I'm guessing one's alive and one's dead.
Are they both race pimps?
Yes, they are.
Well, there's my point.
Okay.
Are
And
you
another
upset?
question.
Are you
Another
upset
question.
that I put a
What
picture
if
up of
Vance
one?
runs in 28? Why could not Trump run with him as the VP?
I don't know. I think the VP has to be eligible for presidency. I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. I don't know. I don't have that answer, but thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Feel free, 615-475-7864. Can't believe I offended somebody with a picture of Al. Is there really any difference between Al and Jesse? Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong that there's something different. What is the major difference between Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson? What is the major difference? Let's go here. See if you can get it right this time. Nope, you're retarded. You're literally retarded. I thought you might get it right that time. I'll show you a smart, intelligent veteran. He was a battlefield photographer in Vietnam. He goes by the name Thomas Sowell. Listen to what Thomas Sowell says here. Sowell, potato, potato.
Some time ago, I met with a well-known TV newsman, and I asked him, why is it that when I look on television and I see what black spokesmen are saying, that I see them saying diametrically the opposite of what I hear in the black community, what I see in Gallup polls and other polls. For example, that blacks in this country support voucher systems 2-to-1. Blacks in this country prefer more strict enforcement of crime laws, are opposed to quota systems in employment or college admission, and have never had a majority in favor of busing. And yet when I look at the TV news, an entirely different world is created before my eyes on that tube. And he said to me, well, we can put Ben Hooks or Jesse Jackson on TV, but we can't put the Gallup poll on TV. Some time ago, I
This is the reason that they trot these people out. They trot them out. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. Is Al Sharpton better than Jesse Jackson? Is Jesse Jackson better than Al Sharpton? Or are they both corrupt race pimps? I will argue you into next week that they are both race pimps. It is all they sell under the guise of religion. Because if you put that little R-E-V at the beginning of your name, you're protected. And if anybody comes after you, well, you're attacking a man of God, right? That's why they're both reverends. Would a reverend, I can't use the 4-letter words. I can't use the 4-letter words. They're race baiters. Race pimps is what they're really called. That's what I think. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. What? This happened just an hour ago? Wait a second. We got something big. An attempted terrorist attack to kill ICE agents in Idaho just failed. We're going live here. Let's go.
Last night at approximately 11.
The audio is not good on this. Let's see if I can find a better. Did anybody know about this?
The 11:10.
Let's see if there's better audio here.
11:10.
No, so this is bad audio all around. Okay, we'll go to Nick Sorter. Did anybody see this? There's only one channel of audio, so turn it up if you need to. Let's go here. I'll turn it up right here.
Last night at approximately 11:10 p.m., officers from the Meridian Police Department, the Ada County Sheriff's Office, Boise Police Department, and the Meridian Fire Department responded to a 911 call reporting that a Canyon County paramedics ambulance had been stolen from the ambulance bay at St. Luke's West. Preliminary investigation indicates the suspect drove the ambulance north through the parking lot and retrieved gas cans that had been staged in nearby vegetation. The suspect then drove the ambulance directly into the North Portico building, which houses Department of Homeland Security offices. Investigators believe the suspect poured an accelerant inside and around the outside of the ambulance. At this time, it appears the suspect was unable to ignite the accelerant before being scared off by responding agencies. We want to emphasize that this was a serious criminal act. The theft and destruction of an emergency vehicle not only created risk to responding personnel, but it also temporarily removed a critical medical resource from the community. There has been a lot of rhetoric surrounding the Department of Homeland Security leasing office space at this location, and comments on social media such as property damage isn't violence is absolutely false. This was absolutely an act of violence. And if the suspect had not been interrupted, there is no doubt this building would have been burned, putting the lives of first responders and others at risk.
Wow. Holy crap. So the guy staged gas cans. The assailant stole an ambulance, loaded it up with gas cans, drove it into DHS office in Idaho. They staged gas cans, ramming straight into a DHS office. That is a terrorist attack. Holy crap. Oh, I had to flush somebody in the chat. Ray. Bye, Ray. Bye, Ray. Ray. Go run. To the toilet. Turd. Flush. There we go. Right? Holy, I didn't know this. I did not know this. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Yeah, the Thomas Sowell hearing against Biden was phenomenal. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free, give me a call. What a flush. Yeah, that's a good one. We had to get rid of Ray. He was, we need diaper change on aisle Ray. Diaper change on aisle Ray. Here, let me put that properly. We get a diaper change on aisle Ray. Diaper change on aisle Ray. There we go. Wow, this is crazy. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. This is insane, guys. I didn't know about this. Had no idea. I watch everything that goes on 18 hours a day. What about 6 hours? You're missing 6 hours. I like what you did there. Wow. Holy crap. Let's go here. New York's first grocery store opens. Oh, that's exciting. First free grocery store opens. Here's an image of it right here. Soup Kitchens. Love it. Bye, Ray. He's now Ray-Ban. The sunglasses. I like that. I like what you did there, too. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Let's go here. Man, this is great. Eventually, I'm going to flush all the turds. Eventually, all the turds will be gone. Here's the story right here. Look at this. Anti-ice agitator steals an ambulance from a hospital, packs it with gas cans, runs into a DHS office building. What in the hell is going on here? Let's go here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2? Line 2, the heavy breathing does not turn me on. Tell your mom to put the phone better for you. Mom, call back for him. Call back for him. Lines are open. But this is crazy. Meridian Police Chief Tracy would emphasize this was a serious criminal act. Theft and destruction, emergency vehicle. I mean, this was planned. This was pre-planned crap right here. Completely planned. Investigators believe the suspect poured an accelerant inside and around the outside of the ambulance. However, the suspect was unable to ignite the accelerant. Oh, he was that stupid. Couldn't even set it on fire. Wow. Winning hand, royal flush. That's my favorite poker hand, royal flush. We try to do some royal flushes here, is what we try to do. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Love to talk to you. Even Ray. Feel free to call. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got?
I wanted to make a comment about the Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson thing. I remember in the 90s, in the 90s, Al Sharpton led this whole coalition against all the Asian businesses.
That's right.
In the Black neighborhoods. His thing was like the Black people are being left behind. So boycott all the Asian businesses. So I just wanted to remind
that long
people
ago.
about that.
That wasn't that long ago. That was about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
in New York City.
crazy.
He was, I believe he was like going after a mayoral candidate that was Asian. And he was basically trying to strong arm these businesses that were owned by Asian people there, which are typically very capitalist, profit-driven people. Yeah.
Yeah, they do well. They do well. And also in LA too. He went to LA and did this too. Big old protests in the streets.
You're absolutely right.
Asians out boycotting. So I just wanted to remind everybody about that.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate your time.
All right.
God bless you.
Bye.
Yeah, Al Sharpton's not our friend. I don't think he's America's friend. I don't think he is. Stayed the night in the Ramadan Inn. Slept like an infant. Dell, I see what you did there, Nikki. I see what you did. I saw what you did there, Nikki. I'm keeping my eyes on you, boy. Keeping your eyes on you. Thank you very much for that. Hook it up, Justin. Who's Justin? I don't know who Justin is. Feel free to call in, even people that disagree with me. If you want to argue about something, let's argue. I don't care. I'll happily talk to you about what I think is right. And yeah, there we go. Who we got here? Line 3. What do you got? Line 3?
Hey, Ben, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, I see. Yes, I sure can. Talk to me.
Awesome. Okay, great. Hey, can I give a quick tutorial on how to call in to talk to you? It's very simple. You hit pause, then you hit send. Remember, you hit pause, then you hit send. And if Ben doesn't answer, then you push play. And then if you want to call again, you push pause, you push send.
You crack me up.
God bless you, my friend.
You crack me up because there are a lot of people that have not been able to figure out how to turn down the audio to call. It's very weird. I've just started hanging up on people. I've just.
No, I love it. Yeah, you hung up on me before, and I'm like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" You're like, "The heavy breathing doesn't turn me on." I'm like, "It turns me on." And you're like, "I can't hear you, Bert." I'm like, "Well, it must have been my phone. I was out of internet service."
But everybody says I'm mean. Everybody says I'm mean if I did. I'm not mean. No, I wouldn't have nailed. I wouldn't have mailed out 9 Bibles today if I'm a mean person. You know, I whatever. Yeah. I don't care. I don't know about you. The opinion of people that don't know me for who I am, their opinion of me doesn't really matter a lot. You know what I mean? That's my theory.
No, I get it. It's kind of how my wife feels about me. She loves me, but she wants to punch me in the face all the time. I get it.
Hey, how often do you deserve
out.
it? How often do you deserve it?
I don't know, maybe once a month.
I know. I'm the same way. Same thing happens
maybe
to me
twice.
too. Absolutely. What else would you like to say? And I'll let you go.
Hey, check Media Mail out. I think you can mail Bibles. Media Mail.
I did that today.
USPS.
It saved me some money. Mm-hmm. It saved me some money.
Great.
They're still expensive because they're heavy.
We got to pass the SAVE Act.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling, brother.
Listen,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, God bless you. Thank you. Remember,
yes, sir. Media Mail, and he said, remember, turn your audio down. Yeah, the Media Mail, if it's a book, if it's a magazine, something like that, it'll save you about half of what it costs. It's still expensive, though. It's crazy. Let's go right here. What do you got? Line 2.
Good evening, Ben. This is Debbie in New York.
Debbie in New York. Talk to me.
Hi. I'm calling about our favorite Reverend, Al Sharpton.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Let's talk about, I go way back, and I can remember back in 1987, which is Al Sharpton's claim to fame with the Tawana Brawley case.
That was where she accused someone of raping her. Is that right?
She claimed that a white police officer raped and kidnapped her.
Okay.
Which all came out later was a hoax.
Right. Okay.
So, this is his glory in life and everything. Otherwise, he'd be an unknown.
That's how he got popular. Is that true?
That's what we all believe. Yes. He was never heard of before.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, you can look up the case and everything. It's about 1985, 87.
I will check that out. I was a kid then, but thank you so much. Thank you for calling, Debbie. You're the best.
Great evening.
God, after talking to you, I will. Thank you, Debbie. Great call. Men put on women clothes, thinks it gives them honey, do this powers. Don't forget Al injecting himself in the North Carolina lacrosse case. Stephen Miller was the news sort of college news person there at Duke that defended the Duke lacrosse thing. Fun fact, Ben Jackson cheated on his wife with a woman who worked for him. Wow. Okay. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Check that out.
Nope. You're dumb. You're dumb. Absolutely dumb. Call back. Figure out why you were dumb. Feel free to call back. Hold on. I need to Carrie, Ohio. I'm going to grab your call and then I've got to show something. Talk to me, Carrie.
Okay. Hey, I just wanted to say something about the aliens. I've never seen an alien, but we sure got a lot of technology pretty damn quick if you think about it.
What technology do you think we got from aliens? This will be good. I can't wait for this.
I'd say a lot of the satellite stuff that's going on. You know, it used to be if you didn't have a landline, you made a long distance call, it cost you extra money for that. I mean, there's just a lot of technology. The lasers that we're using,
stealth,
stuff like that.
Stealth,
yeah, absolutely.
Stealth technology. What about 5G? What about Bluetooth?
Possibly. Like I said, I've never seen an alien, but I know 250 years ago, people was killing people with sticks and stones.
You know, for people that say, I don't believe in something because I never saw it, I don't know if that's a good defense. Do you know why?
I'm here listening.
I've never saw Jesus, but I still believe him.
Right.
There's a lot of things that I've never seen that I still believe in. I've never seen gravity, but it works, right?
But you know, even though you haven't seen Jesus, you can feel him when he comes into your heart. I mean,
that's true. That is true.
So,
that is very true.
You know.
Very, very true. It is. There are a lot of people that, you know, that need to see something. They need to physically see it rather than just having faith. Right.
Right.
Thank you very much, Gary. I appreciate you. I got to show something here that somebody shared with me. I've got to show this. If I don't, they're going to get mad at me. Take care, brother. God bless you.
You take care. God bless you. Bye.
I know it's Florida Trucker. Florida Trucker. I don't know how to show it because if I do, it will. Let me see if I can find this. Florida Trucker. You know what? I might be able to pull this off, Florida Trucker. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I've got to make sure that I'm not showing people's phone numbers here because I have a lot of people's phone numbers in the chat or in my whatever you want to call this. Okay, let me see if I can show this. Damn it. Florida Trucker, I don't think I'm going to be able to show it. I'm not going to be able to show it. I will set it up and show it tomorrow with your incident with the guy at the truck stop. I will. I can't do it tonight. I don't have it physically set up the right way to do it. Okay. Pardon me. I apologize for sure. It's just mind manipulation again. Obama might lose the ability to run as vice president. Obama could be the next vice president. Let's go right here. James, Virginia. What you got, James?
Hey, buddy, how you doing tonight?
Amazing, James. Better than you. I don't live in the communist state in Virginia.
Well, I've got two things. The first is the gentleman called in about aliens and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you, right after the UFO crashed in Roswell, let me tell you what we got from that.
Okay.
We got Kevlar, we got night vision, we got fiber optics, we got cloaking, we got a bunch of good stuff right after that. And the other thing, Ben, I got to tell you a little story. After watching your show this morning, I had to go to the dump, and I went to the dump, and they built a Dollar General next to the dump over there, just open. So I dumped my stuff, and I stopped at the Dollar General, went up to the register, and there he was. I had a multicolored hair guy with a pig nose ring in, a couple other piercings, and he was bad-mouthing Trump and ICE and all of that. To me, you know, I'm a senior citizen. And you know what I told him? You're going to love this. I said, you should get on your hands and knees and pray to God Trump is your president. He said, why is that? I said, he's the only thing protecting you from me.
That's true.
And this guy, he didn't know. He had no idea. I said, you better wake up young man. Ben, you have a good night. Love you, man.
Thank you, James. God bless you. That's a great call. James, great call. Appreciate your time. Wow. Okay. I am going to, maybe hard work and open-minded people invented all the tech. Maybe so. Did aliens give us technology? 56% say no. I don't know what to think about the whole thing, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'll tell you this. I worked on some very high technology stuff. I worked on submarines for 20 plus years. Very high, super high technology. Anytime you can put 160 people inside of a steel tube, go under the water on purpose and come back, it's pretty high tech. It just is, right? There's no way around it that is high technology. And anytime you can do that on a regular basis, you're doing something right. Just my opinion, but I've experienced it. Okay? Just my experience, but I have been a part of something that I still can't believe I was a part of. The scriptures say it's angels. Okay. Line 2, go right ahead. Line 2, what you got?
Good evening, Ben. It's Greg from Ohio. I just wanted your opinion on the Board of Peace meeting this morning. You probably didn't catch it. You were at work, but I thought it was historic, just amazing.
I think
and
Trump,
I'll bet you the libs were pulling their hair out.
Well, think about this. Trump has ended, was it 6 wars or 8? I can't remember. 6 or 8, something like that.
8.
8. Okay. So Trump has ended 8 wars. We're actually saving money by not being in a war because war is expensive. The military industrial complex loves it. The taxpayers hate it. I'll tell you who else loves war. Was it James? I'm sorry.
Greg.
Greg, sorry. James was previous. Greg, the news media loves war. Do you know why? Because it's on TV. CNN mastered the art of live TV for war during the first Gulf War. They televised the first Gulf War, and it made a hell of a lot of cash. It made a hell of a lot of cash. And
it's a generating machine.
It keeps the military industrial complex alive. You're absolutely right. You are 1,000% right. Greg, I appreciate you calling, man. Great points.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Let's let Greg go right there. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know if it'll happen, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll happen, but we'll see. That's a good point, though. War is very profitable. Did you know we had laser guided bombs in Vietnam? Seen it with my own eyes. I did not know that. Prometheus fell from heaven because he gave fire to man. I believe Prometheus was a Roman god, right? Was that Roman? Prometheus? Sounds Roman. Sounds Latino. Sounds Latino. Sounds Latino. Ben, Tesla is the alien that invented most of the technology we use today. Okay. I don't know. I literally can't argue with you about that because you could be right. Greek, Roman, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Line 2. What do you got, line 2? Line 2, go right ahead.
Hey, good evening, Ben. It's old Grumpy.
Good evening, Grumpy.
I'm going to give your viewers and your listeners a little food for thought.
Food for thought.
You talk about how we develop technology. The Bronze Age started around 3,000 years before Christ. Now, what happened about 2,000 years before Christ? The Great Flood. The Anunnaki is what showed mankind the secrets of heaven in weapons building and metallurgy. It's all written in the Book of Enoch.
Okay.
So if you think that, our technology that we have today didn't come from other worlds, you're sorely mistaken. Because even in the Bible, it says that Christ talked to other sheep.
Okay. You believe in the book of Enoch. You have faith in the book of Enoch. Okay.
I do. I mean, and when you look at the size of our universe, just within our own galaxy, when you look at it mathematically, it is impossible for us to be alone in this universe.
Okay.
So that's a little food for thought for everybody tonight.
Does
I
it
love
bother
y'all.
you
Y'all have
that,
a good evening.
hold on, does it bother you that the book of Enoch is Jewish text?
No. I am not anti-religion in any form or fashion. I'm not a Christian. I'm Germanic pagan, but I try to learn from every religion that I can, whether it be Buddhism, Taoism, Judaism, Christianity. The only one that I don't agree with is,
the religion of peace with the rugs.
Yeah, the ones that like to have 13-year-old wives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, I just can't. I can't foresee a man dying 200, 300 years after Christ and telling everybody that he's the one true prophet, and then they're the religion of peace, but blow everybody else up.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I really agree with that. Thank you for calling, man. Thank you for Thank you for giving a different perspective on stuff. I respect that. I don't have to agree with people, but I appreciate different perspectives. That's a great one. Now, a friend of mine told me, what is this guy's name? I forget his name. Dadgummit. I want to see if I can find his name here. What is oh yeah. I believe his name is Wes Huff, I believe is his name. And I want to see if I can find this while I'll take a call while I'm trying to track this down. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Let's go right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Read with people.
Nope. Nope, you're retarded. Completely. Let's see here. Where did I find that? I found it. I really wish I could find this. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got? Line 3. Line 3. Go right ahead. Lines are open. You're here. I guess you're not. Okay. There we go. Goodbye. Ben, got a question. How fast can a submarine maneuver through the water? Can't tell you. I cannot tell you that because that would be classified. That would absolutely be a little bit of classified information there. Let's see. Where did I find this? There was a great sort of explanation that I had with or about the book of Enoch. Okay, let's go right here. Let me turn this off and let's go right here. I like this guy, Wes Huff.
Written by the great-grandfather of Noah, and why is it quoted in the New Testament but not found in our Bible? Let's talk about that. You know, the longest and only unambiguous quotation in the biblical Epistle of Jude is not from the Old Testament, but rather from the non-biblical book of 1 Enoch. What is 1 Enoch? Should it be in our Bibles, and why would Jude quote it? To start, though, let me say that what we now call the Book of Enoch is a compilation of a number of writings that most likely existed independently, but eventually got pooled together in one document. Although it's much more ancient, the only existing full copy we have of 1 Enoch is a 15th century manuscript written in a version of Ethiopic. Fragments of different sections in Coptic, Greek, Latin, and Aramaic all exist, although only contain portions of the whole document. While the author of the book is attributed to Enoch, the Enoch of Genesis and the great-grandfather of Noah, the writing itself probably doesn't go older than the 400s BC, and some sections of it actually come after the time of Jesus. Now, it's true that during the Hellenistic period of Judaism, starting about 200 years before Jesus, many ancient biblical characters became the subject of extra-biblical and apocryphal literature. These documents are what we now refer to as the pseudepigrapha. Pseudo meaning false in Greek, and graphic meaning writing in Greek. The pseudepigrapha, therefore, is a collection of early Jewish literature that often have attributed authors that we know today were not the original authors. From what we do have, we can trace the earliest portions of what we call First Enoch to both Aramaic writing and style. Both the use of language and the language used represent the community of those who were coming back from Israel immediately after the Babylonian exile. It also contains themes from this time and advocates a solar calendar in opposition to the lunar calendar, which is what happened during the time due to the influence of Greek mathematics on timekeeping. Not to mention that First Enoch bears no markers of having a Paleo-Hebrew origin.
I urge you to go watch this, because what he gets into is there is a common misconception that the Bible references the book of Enoch. And that is not true. What it is Enoch, the person, is mentioned as like the seventh from Adam, or like I believe it's like Noah's granddad is kind of where that is. But there's no mention of the book of Enoch, because if that were the case, then you would be saying that the book of Enoch was before the Bible, which is wrong. Okay, that's wrong. So that's what I would like for you to realize. And this was written about 700 years later. So, but I will also go back to the part of my argument. If the book of Enoch was supposed to be in the Bible, God would have put it there. That's my theory. And that is the argument that I'm gonna kind of stick with. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. According to that, and Enoch was no more. Yeah, he just, apparently he was a person. He got raptured, and that's how it went. But there you go. No, you're wrong, Rick. Rick, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong, too. It really is. I'm wrong all the time. I am wrong all the time. Lone Wolf, you're wrong, too. But it's okay. It's okay for being wrong. It's just like the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is not part of the Bible. It's just not. Okay? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. I got one right here. Line 2. What do you got, line 2?
Hi, this is Cody again from Tampa. Just on the race baiting thing with the Jesse Jackson thing, are we going to have to call her now Reverend Jasmine Crockett?
Is she a reverend?
Not yet, but that's not hard to do.
Well, anybody can say they're a reverend. Do you believe anything that she's telling you?
No, I never have. But wouldn't she be the one to fill in his shoes?
I don't know. I think she's running for Senate in Texas, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if she's going to make it. So I believe she'll probably fill his shoes, because there's always got to be two, and the other one's going to go here soon too. So
good.
Lord only knows.
Well, I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much.
All right.
Take care.
Love you, Ben.
Yes, ma'am. You too. All right. The whole biblical thing, you can find as much passion in what you believe in as you want. You can make anything fit the narrative that you want. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to lose I'm not going to lose any friends over not agreeing with something like that. I'm just happy that you're reading and happy that you believe in the Bible. What was written first, the Bible or the Quran? The Bible was written first. Michael Andrews really posted that? Hold on, let's see here. What was written first, the Bible or the Quran? Michael Andrews, the Bible was written first. The Muslim religion's only about 900, maybe 1,000 years old, and it was written by a pedo. So if that's your jam, go for it. But Michael, if you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do with that one. I don't know what you're doing with that one. Yeah, but man, that's a good one. Michael Andrews. Well, Michael, you can say that you learned something tonight. Join the channel as a member. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Have a good